welcome back to the Montreal Majestic playthrough. Unfortunately, we slip up again there against the Phoenix Suns, but we reload and we re-go again for a brand new season. Now, we've got some big issues here because a lot of our signings have expired. So Wiseman, Hampton, McDaniels, Mananon, and Kazalon are all out of here. So we're going to have to try and re-sign them if we can. If we can't, well, it may be a full-look new team going into the new season. But, yeah, we've got a draft to get through before we can take care of that kind of stuff. So let's jump into it and see if we can find some players here for the Majestic. Right, the number 1 pick is William Miles, and that goes to the Pelicans, a power forward from Northwestern. Honolulu pick up Gary Burns, a power forward from UCLA. Henry Tucker, a shooting guard, goes to Albuquerque. And we managed to move some trades around, and we get pick number 10, and with that we pick up Neil Tatum, a centre, 7'1", out of Baylor. Every once in a while you come across a guy who just somehow knows how to rebound, and that's probably something that we have needed, so hopefully he can do a job for us coming off the bench. Right, we also have pick 14, and we pick up Helmut Kramer from Germany, 6'8", power forward. Right, the draft has finished, and I can see why they wanted William Miles, 84 overall at 19 years of age. And what else have we picked up here? Let's have a quick look. Majestic pick up Tatum, 74 rated. And we also get 73 rated Kramer. So, got some half-decent player. And not really much left on the board after that. Right, so obviously we couldn't get McDaniels. Let's see where he's ended up, though. If we sort by overall, we should be able to work out where he has headed off to. We basically ran out of money, so we've got a small squad. We've probably overspent on a couple of bringing back some players. Where is McDaniels? That is the question. Where has he ended up? Let's have a look here. Jaden McDaniels. He's gone to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, unfortunately, we might be able to make a play for him later on, but at this stage, he has left us. So that is unfortunate. But if we take a look at our current crop, we've kept Hampton at an 87, Mananon bumped up to an 83, Scotty Lewis stayed at 82, Kazalon's dropped to 77 and Porter at 84, Shaw up to a 77, Logan to a 74, so we've got 3 small forwards. Kramer, we've just signed as a 73, is our best power forward, and I brought in Cody Snow on a minimum contract. Just in case we needed some backup. Well, yeah, we're gonna struggle there in the power forward spot. We held on to Wiseman, who's up to an 88, and obviously we brought in Neil Tatum. Maybe Wiseman can play power forward and help out Tatum. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see what we can do in the training camps or something, just to try and bump them up a little bit. Right, we make it through to the final of the Summer League, but that doesn't normally tell us too much. We lose to the Pacers 1-0. Right, so a couple of free agents were signed up by the game for us, just to fill out our squad on minimum wages. A couple of older lads there just to help us out. But what I'm thinking is once we get to December, maybe we try and make a play here where we set Mananon 83, our backup point guard, and try and bring McDaniels back to the team. So let's get simulating and see if we can make any plays this season. Alright, I've made a trade, Jaden McDaniels, and we took Tracy Weaver, a point guard. We've traded away Michael Porter Jr., a first-round pick from 26, top 3 protected 28 and 29, just to get Jaden McDaniels back to the club. Right, so Wiseman currently out injured. We get McDaniels back, wicked, and he's up to an 87. We still held on to Mananon, which is good news because Hampton's currently out injured. Scotty Lewis, the shooting guard. So our best small forward now is Clark Logan, but I'm sure Kazalon can fill in that role as well. So I think that wasn't a bad move. I mean, Porter Jr. wasn't one of ours from our draft, and I wanted to get McDaniels back, so we'll see how we go. Let's keep motoring on. Right, it is the 1st of January, about halfway through the season. We'll check in. The Majestic still sitting pretty at 26-7. Atlanta take the Eastern Conference at the moment. How are our other teams doing? Baltimore 13-20. So moved into the mid-table, and St. Louis sit at the bottom with a 9-26 record. In the Western, Honolulu 12-25, Seattle 14-21. Albuquerque with a 19-13 record. Phoenix have dropped down. And it is Portland at the top with 22-10. Let's go through to the end of the season and see if we qualify for the finals. Right, we get to the end of the season, and luckily enough, we did re-sign James Wiseman. He has got the MVP, averaging 19.5 points, 11.4 rebounds. Wonderful stuff to get our first real big player, and I'm glad that we got James Wiseman back to the club. Boomer Tool is the Rookie of the Year for the Lakers. Trey Jones is the 6th man for the Raptors. Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player, Denny Avija for Seattle. Coach of the Year is Jackson Sampson. It's hard to say what team he's from, but oh well, let's move on. All-Star team, LaMelo Ball for the Sharks, Ben Simmons for the 76ers. Avita there, 86 rated now playing for Seattle. And Wiseman currently injured with a pulled lower back muscle, 2 to 4 weeks out. His overall drops to 76 because he's injured. And the NBA All-Star Team 2, Honolulu, Timmy Price. And Darryl Green from Albuquerque. And the third team, Albuquerque again, Ian Stewart and Kevin Durant, 98 rated. Whoa. Right, so the league standings finish like this. We managed to slide into 4th position. Maybe that injury there to Wiseman is why we miss out. It's a tight contested at the top here. How did the other boys go? Looks like they've fallen away. Baltimore 31-51. St. Louis 26-56, and the Pacers finished bottom of the Eastern Conference. And the Western, Honolulu 29-53, Seattle 34-48, and Albuquerque 43-39. Phoenix didn't make the playoffs after winning the championship last season, and it is the Trailblazers at the top of the Western Conference. Right, so NBA Finals once again. We've drawn the 76ers, but without Wiseman, we might be in trouble. But that's where we're going to leave today's episode. In the next one, I'll simulate all the way through to the finals. And if we get some gameplay in there, because we do make the final, well done. If not, we'll get through and we'll go again. We'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when